Buenos dias.
Oh, my back. Oh.
What's wrong, Justin?
I can't feel my back.
Man, that's what happens when you pick up, what, 80% of your max?
It's 3 times my body weight.
Yep. So.
Welcome to this week's NFX Update Show. I'm Justin.
I'm Eric.
And here we go. I don't know what last week was, and I'm sure as heck don't know what this week's gonna bring. I hope it's over. I think the end's in sight.
We got less than 2 weeks left. We got 0.4 this Friday, and then 0.5 next week. Make sure to be here 0.5, you know the rules. So we have our teams going up. You should have saw your teams by now. Instagram or Facebook. In the lead is gonna be Morgan with 22 points as of 0.2. Evan with 20, Justin with 15, Vanna with 14, Hug with 13, and my team with 7.
How many?
7.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah,
Lucky
but we're
number
losing.
7.
Make sure you get your Friday nights. This will really count. Like Morgan got like 8 points alone just from people showing up Friday night. It's a huge swing, and then plus you have people do really well. So make sure you're here on Friday nights to try to get those points for your teams. They all went in last place. Still love my team though.
This week we interviewed Meg Lawson, one of the famed photographers, I guess, in the gym, to see her take on traveling, the Open, and how she transitions from Kenya and all that fun stuff. So here you go.
Go up here. Okay.
Hello guys, welcome after post 20.3. I'm with Meg Lawson. If you don't know her, she is one of our 2 photographers in this gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's been with us for the past, I don't know,
Year and a half almost now.
year and a half. She's, kind of been around a lot more in the past couple months, so we're gonna kind of dive into that, dive into a little bit of the Open, dive into how she manages work and working out here. So,
Yeah.
Meg, you are a photographer, a wedding photographer. You love to do it. How do you balance that and coming in here and kind of traveling at the same time? Because you were out of town week 1. How'd you get that in?
Yeah, so I travel a lot for my job. I was gone like week 1 and I always try to find CrossFit gyms like where I travel to, especially during the Open to do the Open, but then like more than that to like go in and like they're in their Open gym. This last time I was in Portland, I kind of got to do art programming while there. If I don't have a gym, because when I'm in Kenya in the summers, like I don't have a gym and I just like do at-home workouts. Take my weight vest, I work out while I'm gone, I do like lots of body weight stuff, lots of like, squats, push-ups, running. But I just try to stay active wherever I am, and then like I'll just make up for it when I'm here.
Gotcha. How'd you manage Kenya this year? I know like you were kind of worried about that. It looks like not much change afterwards, but
Yeah, I was really worried because last summer, a year ago, I went and like lost a lot of my muscle because I just ran. And so this time I went with like a little bit more of a plan. He knows the ball's there. So in Kenya this summer, I didn't want to lose my muscle because I had like started doing the L4 right before, and I had like really worked on getting stronger this year and like gaining muscle, upping my everything. So I ended up taking my weight vest and then like had a lot of at-home workouts, but I would also like check on SugarWatt and see if I could modify it in some way and do it while I was there. I also took like this water bag that my dad has that you can fill up with water, and it's like 70-something pounds. So I like lifted with that every day just to like do some type of like lifting weights.
Yeah.
And then I would just modify as many workouts as possible. And like I got to the point where there was like 5 of the workouts y'all were doing here that I could do there. And so like if there wasn't something I could do, I would just redo the same workout while I was there.
So able to keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you were really wanting to keep up with that because you've been doing the L4 since the last couple months. What can you give advice to people who kind of want to do it but didn't like know how to start? Because I know you kind of were like, and then kind of start jumping in on it.
So I've never had a gym that had L4, and I really wasn't seeing progress. Like I'm really good at gymnastics, but I wasn't like really lifting any heavier, like kind of just staying the same. And like it's really hard for me to put on like muscle, and so it got to the point where like you just kind of have to do it. Like I just started making myself do it, and then like within a couple months I like saw progress. This year's Open was like 10 times better than last year, because I even just being at NFX for the last year and doing all of like the L4 and stuff, I like went up my deadlift like 40 pounds in like a year, and so that got me like even farther in the open. But it's a lot just based on like I actually put in the work. So like if you want to get stronger, like we have the programming to do it. You just have to make yourself come in and do it every day.
So speaking of the Open, what do you think so far on the past week's Open, and what is your take on 20.3?
I liked it because I got to see a lot of progress. Like I've actually, like within the last year, like there's been small things like competitions and like lifting and stuff that have gone up, and like I've seen my matches go up and like did good in a competition and like lots of that kind of stuff. But this Open was like a actual, like I could compare to last year, and I got like over 20 reps more, and it was kind of nice. I mean, lifting heavyweight is not my strength, but seeing that I could do better was like super cool. I liked last week. That was more of just a mental game, and then the first one I just sucked at. But
yeah, first one wasn't fun for anybody in the gym.
But it was exciting seeing how much I've improved in just a year. So that was really cool.
What would you like to see in the next 2 weeks? What's one movement that you want to see?
I want to see room muscle ups.
I figured you were going to say that. Figured you were going to say that.
It's like the one thing I have I could like get a little bit ahead.
Well, and then, so what after the Open? What's next? What's next?
So we're training for Lone Star. It's my partner of four. He's gonna do it. So when I do that, I really want to like kind of keep steadily doing competitions, just because I've like finally started seeing improvement and like want to see how far I can get. And so probably gonna continue to do competitions, not like super crazy, but do Lone Star and then see like how I do and kind of go from there. But I really liked competing lately, and so probably just keep doing all four, keep training, even when I'm out of town, and see what happens.
All right. Well, you heard it here first from Meg Lawson. Thank you for coming on, and we'll see you after 20.4.
Bye!
All right, guys. This week's theme is gonna be costumes. It is the day after Halloween, but still, we're gonna celebrate 20.4 as Halloween Day. So make sure to come dressed up.
I think my whoopee cushion is going to come back out.
Oh, God. You can do the workout in the whoopee cushion?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so get something either to wear after you're done working out, or if you want to be one of those people and can figure out a way to do the workout in the costume, props to you. I'd like to see it.
What do you think for predictions this week, Eric?
Rower's going to come back. Wall ball's going to come back.
I'm out.
It's the chipper this week. We all know it. It's going to be chipper this week. And I could see it being, 2015, where it was like, it ended with the muscles, but it was like the AMRAP 14 minutes.
Yeah.
I can see something like that being it. Like, maybe they'll up it this year. Maybe they'll go like 80 calorie rows, 70 wall ball, something. Maybe a little harder to finish, or maybe, I don't know. I definitely see this week being chipper. 0.4 usually seem to be like, who can get this round done, and most of the time it's an AMRAP, so it's like, who can touch the second round, and how far can they get in the second round. So
if there's a rower, somebody put on Frozen or something on the TV so I can not think about how low my calories per hour are going to be on the rower. But we'll see what happens. I think I can go along with you, Eric, and say chipper's going to be there. I hope to God, my God is good, and the rower's not going to show up. But if it is, I'm prepared for it, so we'll go for it. This week, Eric is no longer the biggest loser. This week we have Chris, the biggest loser, gonna wax his legs. So all you ladies out there, maybe he knows how you feel, maybe he doesn't. I sure as heck won't. So here's to that, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, NFX. This is Chris Shablin, the loser of this week. Now, you're probably wondering what happened and why there's no open humiliation. Well, that the TTO members have failed, they didn't buy the wax strips, and I didn't get my legs waxed. But it's just the way it is. See you next week.